The complex world of the NBA is unsurprisingly very competitive, and when a player makes history, it's all anyone can talk about. From LeBron James to the James Harden-Ben Simmons trade, there's never really a dull moment in the world of basketball. Keep on watching to hear about the latest updates. First, making history. LeBron James has made history by scoring the most points in the NBA to date, finally surpassing Kareem Abdul-Jabbar, with whom he was previously tied. LeBron needed 19 points to end his tie with Kareem, which includes both post and regular season points. So that means he needs at least a total of 44,150 points to beat Kareem's record of 44,149, of which 38,387 he scored in the regular season and 5,672 in playoffs. Quickly into the latter half of the game against the Golden State Warriors, James made a three-pointer, which led to him scoring 21 points in the game, officially breaking the record by scoring a total of 152 points, though he'd already tied Abdul-Jabbar with less than 90 seconds left in the first half. Definitely a huge accomplishment. Though it should be mentioned that the NBA still favors regular season scoring records as the most superior, so Abdul-Jabbar remains undefeated in that regard. But with a couple more 100 points, LeBron could overtake the second place and replace Karl Malone, though getting to Kareem's level may take a while as he would need around 2,000 points to beat his record. Next, the big loss. Back to the game, James helped his team stay on pace with the Warriors by scoring 18 points in the first half on the 7-for-12 shooting. It wasn't all cheers though. With just 2.4 seconds left, LeBron missed one of the 3 free throws in the fourth quarter. If he had made all 3, he would have tied the game. Even though the Los Angeles Lakers were ahead by 6 points with some 3 minutes left in the game, the Warriors won 117 to 115. He expressed his disappointment at the loss and admitted that the LA Lakers had missed out on an opportunity to win a big game, but he also showed his gratitude at being a part of the NBA and having the chance to inspire people from different generations. Next, the congratulatory comments. Not only did he receive congratulations from his teammates and the coaching staff, but players from the Golden State Warriors also expressed their awe at the scoring mark. Stephen Curry spoke about the longevity of LeBron's career and his accomplishments, while Klay Thompson added that NBA fans should appreciate James for however long more he's playing. Despite the loss on Saturday, LeBron is at the top of his game still. His scoring average this season has exceeded any player in their 19th season or later, with 29.1 points in every game. He ranks second only behind Philadelphia's Joel Embiid with 29.3. As LA Lakers coach Frank Vogel said, LeBron has completely changed how players can continue to excel later in their career. Next, Josh Giddey making history again. Speaking of making NBA history, Josh Giddey has done it again. The Australian player is now not only the youngest player to record a triple-double, but he's also the second youngest, making history once more, this time at the age of 19 years and 125 days, scoring 11 points, 10 assists, and 12 rebounds in 33 minutes. Beating LaMelo Ball's record 41 days ago, Giddey has now joined Luka Doncic as the sole player to score multiple triple-doubles as a teenager, although towards the end of the game there were some nervous moments where the triple-doubles seemed to be slipping out of reach. But the Australian team came back stronger than ever, assisting a Lou Dort three-pointer and 4:15 to play. Next, breaking even more records. But Giddey wasn't done yet, breaking yet another record as he became the 5th player in NBA history with 600-plus points, 300-plus rebounds, and 300-plus assists, joining players like Magic Johnson, Oscar Robertson, and Ben Simmons. He's the youngest player with back-to-back triple-doubles and the 7th rookie to ever accomplish back-to-back triple-doubles. He also managed to impress Mike Breen, the lead announcer for the New York Knicks, who remarked that Josh Giddey has a chance to become a great player. His rookie campaign has also been turning heads, earning the title of Western Conference Rookie of the Month 3 months in a row now. And now, Adam Silver on the James Harden-Ben Simmons switch. Moving on to the trade between the two teams, Philadelphia 76ers and the Brooklyn Nets, with their top players James Harden and Ben Simmons, and why the NBA Commissioner Adam Silver had an issue with the trade that would require the players to leave their teams. Though he didn't have a particular problem with the trade itself, as conflicts between players and teams are common, it was the way it was handled so publicly that didn't sit right with him. He also spoke about how, as commissioner, he tries to use his role to find ways to improve the system. He continued that ideally, felt players should be able to have outlets for stress in their work environment. Though he would have preferred for it to be dealt with privately, he was not surprised that the matter had progressed the way it did. Next, Donovan Mitchell on Rudy Gobert and his future in Utah. Donovan Mitchell, in a new one-hour interview, spoke about his relationship with Rudy Gobert, his experience with speaking up about social injustice issues, as well as rumors about him being unhappy in Utah. He explained how it doesn't bother him if things are being said about him as long as there's no issues with his coaches and his teammates. He wanted people to understand that sometimes there are influential people in the NBA who say things that aren't necessarily true. When it comes to the tension between Mitchell and Gobert, there's no shortage of coverage. Their conflict tends to bleed into the public and has been for a couple of years. But Mitchell thinks that the narrative is overblown. He says that people don't have to be close friends with the people they work with. If they're all focused on the same goal, there's nothing stopping them from succeeding. According to Mitchell, neither of them is concerned about what people say about them. When it comes to rumors about him being unhappy in Utah, Mitchell didn't answer outright, but he did make it clear that he's majorly focused on winning. When he sees articles such as those pop up, his only concern is talking to his teammates. Now, NBA reinstates Tyreke Evans after a 3-year ban. The National Basketball Players Association announced that they have accepted Tyreke Evans' request to be reinstated. This brings on the end of the 3-year ban, which started on May 17, 2019. Evans was dismissed and disqualified for testing positive for a prohibited substance. The NBA disqualifies players who test positive for performance-enhancing substances for different periods of time depending on the number of violations. If it's the third violation, they're banned for a minimum of 2 years. Now, he's free to negotiate with any team and can soon sign a contract as well. His last time playing was for the Indiana Pacers. Evans had a bright start to his career. He was named Rookie of the Year in 2010 and was the 4th player to have an average of 20 points, 5 rebounds, and 5 assists. This meant he was joining star players such as LeBron James and Michael Jordan. Giannis Antetokounmpo makes NBA history. Giannis Antetokounmpo from the Milwaukee Bucks led his team to victory by scoring 50 points on 17 of 21 shooting. This gave them a victory of 128-119 over the Indiana Pacers. This was the first time Antetokounmpo has scored 50 points in the regular season since 2019. He also scored 50 in the NBA Finals last year, which led to him securing the championship for Milwaukee. These 50 points are his season best, which are joined by 14 rebounds and 4 assists. Joining Karl Malone and Wilt Chamberlain, this makes him the 3rd player in NBA history to have 10 rebounds and 50 points. That too by shooting 80% from the field. Jordan Nwora, the Milwaukee Bucks forward, spoke about how special it was to see it in person. He expressed his awe at how easy Antetokounmpo made it look, barely breaking a sweat as he scored his 50th point. Though Antetokounmpo did miss the match on Monday against the Trailblazers due to an injury, he was confident that the injury wouldn't linger, and, true to word, he was back on the field on Tuesday. He scored 19 points and made all of his shots from the field. This makes him the player to make the most field goal attempts in the 4th quarter without any misses this season. Antetokounmpo admitted that scoring the 50 points felt good. His ultimate goal is always to win. That's a wrap for this video, guys. What are your thoughts on the Warriors' win and Giddey's history-making streak? Let us know in the comments down below. Make sure to give this video a thumbs up and subscribe to our channel for more videos like this, and we'll see you next time.